But it doesn't clean itself. That's not just the shirts, it's the shorts, the socks, the training gear, the boots, the other bits we sort out behind closed doors. Who's the one digging around in that smelly, stinky laundry basket at full time? Yeah, it's the kit man. They have a lot to work on in a week, from laundry, fixing damaged kit, repairing holes, cleaning boots. Then they pack the van and take everything they need off to the stadium, ready for game day. They don't get a lot of help when they get in the ground too. Kitmen are the ones unloading a full squad's worth of boots, kit, medical bags, and all the bits the players and coaches will need between the start of the day and switching off the floodlights at the end of the day. First thing they do is organise each player's kit, make it easily accessible in order to avoid any dramas on match day. Once everything's in the right place, it's into the dressing room, lay everything out, put players' nameplates on the right locker, all the things you don't even think about on a match day. Once the players arrive, if anything needs doing, they call the kit man. In the meantime, it's on the kit man to help set up for the warm-up. The coaches don't always have time to lay out all the cones and put the balls in those weird triangle piles you see. As the warm-up is underway, the kit man then becomes a glorified ball boy, chasing stray shots and passes, making sure they aren't lost in the crowds. They eventually do the tidying up too, getting everything off the pitch before kick-off and assist the ground staff with any last-minute things they may need. After that, it's last call for the players. Then, at kick-off, they can breathe a sigh of relief for a few minutes, sit back and watch the game, enjoy the fruits of their labour. At half-time, check everyone's okay and everything's as it should be, and then wait for full-time. Once the final whistle's gone, it's time to pack everything down, get the stuff that needs to be washed in the laundry, pack up the van, back to the training ground, and ready to do it again next week. Of course, each club differs, and different staff members will have different responsibilities, but we pay tribute to all of those who do it, whether it's the glitz and glamour of the Premier League or a cold Tuesday night in Stoke.
Good morning, Katie Shanahan here with you for Early Sports Breakfast. Good to have your company this Friday morning. I'll be guiding you through until 6 o'clock, where Adrian Durham and Ray Partyparler will be here for talkSPORT Breakfast. Really looking forward to seeing the boys. Now, I don't know about you, but I was so excited yesterday because it is day one of the Ashes. I woke up and straight away switched on the cricket, only to find England were 46 for 3. It's not been a great start. We'll get to John Norman very shortly for the details after lunch. They have managed to kind of gain a few more runs, so we'll get some more details about that very, very shortly. Right, coming up on the show, we'll get a have updates from day one of the Ashes, back pages and front pages fun as always as part of the show, and the Premier League is back with a bang. So we'll be looking ahead to the North London derby, of course, that's on Sunday. So lots of live guests, lots of things to keep a nice and busy show for you this Friday with the weekend coming up. And remember, of course, we'd love you to get involved in the show and hear what you're up to this morning, whether you're waking up, maybe you're out fishing. Yes, we've had a number of texts and calls from people out fishing on a Friday morning, or maybe you've got a long drive ahead of you. Give me a call, 03717 223344. You can give me a text, 810 89. Right, let's get into it. Okay, so day one of the Ashes. It felt like Christmas come early. It got underway at 2:30 this morning in Perth, Australia, 10:30 local time. England are 111 for 4, so after a very shaky start, they've managed to kind of regain some momentum at the moment. So let's cross live to our talkSPORT cricket editor, John Norman, and find out how that first session went for England. John.
Yeah, good morning to you, Katie. Well, I tell you what, it was an extraordinary couple of hours. It certainly started the way of Australia. Second overseas Ashes in a row that England lost a wicket in the first over without a run on the board. Zach Crawley edging to first slip from the bowling of Mitchell Starc, who took the first 3 wickets to fall, including that of the big 'un. Joe Root also caught in the slip cordon without troubling the scorers. In and around that, Ben Duckett. And this will be another little fascinating duel in this Ashes, and it's continued into this afternoon session. We just got underway here. Scott Boland, who was hit out of the team when England played Australia in England, he's gone for 47 runs from just 7.4 overs, and Harry Brook has just smashed him on the up and over long off for 6. Second ball of the afternoon session. In and amongst that, though, brilliance from Mitchell Starc, and then Cameron Green, who's carded at 6. He's going to bat at 6. Australia expecting he will be able to bowl a good quota of overs, and he struck late in the session, just as it looked like it actually might have reached even Stevens stage. Ollie Pope just shy of a 50, trapped in front. It was actually just a straight ball, beating for pace. Ollie Pope overbalanced to touch, trying to clip the ball through mid-wicket, and he was pinned in front of the stumps, and a review couldn't save him either. So breathless stuff, really. We've had a debutant as well in Doggett. Could have got a ball wicket first up and has looked really good. We've had some spin from Nathan Lyon. That's another duel, because he's got a terrific record against Ben Stokes, the left-hander. And in and amongst this, Harry Brook, 36 from 46, and he's just he's playing his shots. So yeah, 113 for 4 England, and I mean, just you can't take your eyes off this.
Yeah, absolutely, John. I mean, Mitchell Starc, 35 years old, and some brilliant bowling from him, which has caught out England. And you feel as though, you know, Ben Stokes and Harry Brook just building a partnership at the moment. How is the surface affecting England? Has that caught them out, do you think?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You know, there was a lot of talk about the preparation in the build-up to this Test match, and that will be mentioned. Whatever happens here, have they been caught cold? They'll say no. Of course, the preparation that they've had coming into this Test on a pitch which was slow, low at Lilac Hill in Australia is nothing like the pitch and the conditions they're facing today, where there's express bounce, or rather express pace from the likes of Mitchell Starc, but he's extracting bounce, there's some seam movement, and there's some swing. Saying that, though, you know, the ball should get a little bit easier to manage, you know, so we'll see how this pitch goes, but it does look relatively true. It should be pretty fast. It could be that the best day for batting might be tomorrow, which is not really what I want to be saying with England 4 down so early in their innings, but we shall see.
Thank you so much, John, for now. We'll be back with you very shortly. I was so gutted to see Joe Root go for a duck because, as we all know, he's never scored a century in Australia. So I just hope that it doesn't knock his confidence too much this early on in the series. Right, we'll be back to John as soon as a wicket falls. So lots of updates throughout. Well, actually, hopefully not too many updates. England keep losing wickets, but it's currently 115 for 4. So England slowly rebuilding after a rather shaky start. Right, the international break is over, but what an international break it was, by the way. Really exciting, plenty of drama, but now the Premier League is back with a bang.
Oh, the Premier League, we've missed you.
And it's about to heat up again. Are you ready for it? He's got a square ball for Neto, who rubs salt into the Wolves' wound.
Burnley have just taken the lead, and it's Zian Fleming.
Chelsea looking like they're starting to become a little bit formidable. Man City going through the gears.
Oh, there we go. Jeremy Doku has just made it Manchester City 3, Liverpool 0.
Level of performance, don't look anywhere near it. Too many players not playing well.
Stands on the cross, Joelinton! Back-to-back home victories for the Hammers.
He's got the people skills as well as all the defensive organisational skills to be a very good manager.
Probably the nicest game of the season to watch and to play.
Back out, whacked in beautifully by Zubamendi. What a finish!
It is one of English football's iconic fixtures.
First time shot takes a deflection, it's in, and Richarlison scores.
This is something that is in our hands.
Yes, the Premier League is back and match day 12 begins at Turf Moor. Burnley taking on Chelsea. That's tomorrow for you. 12:30 live and exclusive on talkSPORT. Then from 2:30, The brilliant Adrian Durham brings you all the goals as they go in from the Premier League and EFL's 3 o'clock kickoffs, including Liverpool up against Nottingham Forest, Wolves, which is managed for the first time by Rob Edwards, up against Crystal Palace, and Fulham against the mighty, high-flying Sunderland, amongst others. The Game Day phone-in with the funny duo of Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Always enjoy listening to them. We'll take your calls across all of those games and keep you across Newcastle against Manchester City. That's going to be kicking off at 5:30. Then on Sunday, Sam Matterface hosts Game Day live from the Emirates Stadium for the 198th North London derby. But let's first of all focus on Burnley up against Chelsea first. Chelsea in third place. They're 6 points off Arsenal. Burnley down in 17th. Just too close to relegation at the moment. They're level on points with West Ham. They're just ahead on goal difference, having won just 3 of their 11 games so far. Manager Scott Parker is pleased enough with the start, but believes that improvement is still needed.
Well, I think there's certainly the little fine details in our game in certain moments, and I think that was probably pivotal from our last game, where I thought we was, for large parts, we looked a very, very good team, and we've developed definitely, and I've seen a massive improvement on us. There's just little tiny bits at this present moment in time. The goals we conceded at the last game were poor from us, and that was down to a couple of things, and that's probably reoccurred a little bit. But in saying that, like you said, we sit here on 10 points, 3 wins and a draw. We're in an absolute unbelievable place, and a team that are developing. And of course, we've got our issues, like every team in this division will at some point have issues, what you need to work on, and we'll continue to work on that, and keep nudging away.
Right, I'm afraid to say more bad news for England, as there's been another wicket in Perth. John Norman, it's the captain.
It is, it's Stokes. Big booming drive to the left-handed Stark. At the start of the session, at the start of your innings, a guy that's already picked up 3 wickets, a guy who can extract movement from the pitch and in the air. It's an unwise shot from Stokes, and he's been castled by Stark, who's pitched it up. He's got in movement to the left-hander, and Stokes' stumps have been splattered. England now, well, they're halfway through their innings, 5 down already. We haven't even had 25 overs of the Ashes, and they're already up against it. Mitchell Stark is all over England. 4 for 26. Stokes has gone for 6. England 115 for 5.
Goodness me, come on England. I mean, and also just John, quickly, I mean, how much credit do we have to give to Mitchell Stark? Do you think England have underestimated him today?
No, I don't think you can underestimate a guy that's, got over, I mean, how many wickets has he got? He's got over 400 test wickets. He played 100 test matches. He's the attack leader. And especially when you consider there's no Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood, there was so much more pressure on Mitchell Stark to deliver today. That, though, that's a rash shot. That is a rash shot. That's, Stokes will say, that's how he plays. But essentially, he's left a big gap between bat and ball. He's kind of half forward. Any movement, and he's in trouble. And unfortunately, we've seen movement throughout the innings so far. So I don't think they've underestimated Stark. The dismissals to remove Joe Root, for instance, an absolute peach of a ball. Root possibly would be feeling he should have been playing a touch straighter. The dismissal of Ben Duckett, again, a good one. It surprised him with the full-length delivery on the pads. And, Zach Crawley, that's how he plays. But that dismissal, I think, of the 5 will disappoint England a touch. But they'll say that's how they play.
And 6 runs between Stokes and Root, I believe. So not the best of starts for England, John. Yeah. No,
I mean, if England are going to win the Ashes, you need more than that, don't you? I mean, that's saying something. Joe Root is still England's best batter, but keep an eye on Harry Brook. Coming into this series, whilst many people expected Root to be up the top of the run-scoring charts, in terms of the importance of a wicket, is Harry Brook, because in what we're expecting to be, and certainly hoping now, low scoring encounters, he can score at such speed. 2 or 3 sessions of Harry Brook, that can win a test match because he goes at such rate. So whilst he's there, and England do bat, they do bat down to 10, England will still be hopeful that they can get a score. But at the start of the innings, when they won the toss and they decided to bat first, they would have been hoping for a score around, 400 possibly. Now, well, they'd take 300 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, especially, if it's going to be a tricky pitch. But Harry Brook, like you say, currently on 37 with that partnership of Jamie Smith just coming in at the crease. So come on, England. Here we go. Right. It's been a tricky. If you're just turning on and think, oh, no. But there is still hope. Harry Brook going well in at the crease. So we'll be back with John Norman as and when things happen. Returning to football for now, though. Plenty more Premier League build-up to come over the next 45 minutes. You'll be hearing exclusively from Sol Campbell. That's ahead of the North London derby. And Sean Dyche has also been speaking ahead of Nottingham Forest's trip to Liverpool. Now, it has been, I don't know about you, but it has been so cold this week. It was snowing. I remember opening my curtains. There was snowing outside. Now, I know we're towards the end of November, but we had it pretty good this year up until, throughout October. It was like quite warm. And then all of a sudden, the cold has come straight at us and Christmas will be upon us very, very shortly. So a quick text for us today, because we're not going to get all the text in from the cricket because hopefully things will get a little bit better. But a simple one for us today. This week has been absolutely Baltic up and down the UK. Currently 1 degree Celsius outside talkSPORT Towers. So I want to know, where's the coldest you've ever been watching or playing football, sports, anything? How cold and where have you been? And put it into context for me. But give me a call. You can give me a call 03717 03717 223344, or you can give me a text 81089. Where's the coldest you've ever been watching or playing sport? Right, Katie Shanahan here with you this Friday morning. Coming up next, we're going to be looking ahead to what's been making the morning's back pages and hear what Republic of Ireland assistant John O'Shea has made of yesterday's World Cup playoff draw. It's 5:17. A very good morning. How are you doing? Katie Shanahan here with you with Early Sports Breakfast. Adrian Durham and the wonderful Ray Party Parlour will be taking over your airwaves at 6 o'clock with talkSPORT Breakfast. Adrian, the brilliant Adrian, by the way, is a breakfast original. He was here from minute one of talkSPORT at 6 a.m. and back in January 2000. Just the 25 years ago. Wow, that is amazing. Really looking forward to seeing the boys. And of course, you can get involved in this show or the breakfast show by calling 03717 223344 or text me 81089. We've had plenty of texts coming in about where's the coldest you've watched or played sport. This one from Shebahn. Good morning. I was at an American football game in Baltimore with the temperature of -9 degrees Celsius. This from Stephen. Playing or watching football in Arbroath right up by the North Sea. Unbearable wind, happily in Japan now. A nice 22 degrees today. Oh, wonderful. Keep those coming in. Really, really good to get you on the show this morning. Right, here are some of the headlines you're waking up to this morning. Day one of the Ashes. Hasn't got off to the best of starts. England are currently 125 for 5. Not being the best of starts for England, for example. Zach Crawley went for a duck. So did Joe Root. For a duck. Ben Duckett went for 21. Ollie Pope for 46. And just recently, the latest wicket to fall was the captain, Ben Stokes. He went for 6. So between Joe Root and Ben Stokes is a joint 6 runs. But England slowly trying to rebuild on day one of the Ashes. Mitchell Starc with 4 wickets so far. He's had a brilliant, brilliant morning so far. As for other news, 2016 Premier League title winner with Leicester. Christian Fuchs has been named the new manager of League Two side Newport County. The 39-year-old has most recently been working as assistant coach of Major League Soccer side Charlotte FC. And yesterday's World Cup playoff draw saw Wales give a home semi-final against Bosnia-Herzegovina, while Northern Ireland faced a daunting trip to Italy, and the Republic of Ireland visit Czech Republic with a potential home final against Denmark or North Macedonia. For more on the day's biggest stories, you can go to talksport.com. Right, it's a very good morning to Hugo Chambray. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. It'd be a better morning if England were doing it better
I'm
out
looking
in Australia. But
over at the screen, and then when the advert goes, I'm like, oh, there's another wicket.
This is the rebuild,
129 for 5. Not the best of starts, but Harry Brook going well, 45.
yeah, very, very strong.
Trying to stay positive, a little bit of hope. It is day one after all.
It's a lot more.
Where would you like to start on the back pages?
So the back page of The Sun has a story that Martin Odegaard is set for a superhero return, they've called it, for the North London derby on Sunday.
Who's your team?
Chelsea.
Okay, I'm Arsenal. That's okay. So North London derby, here we go. Okay,
yeah.
Amazing. Odegaard's back.
I love this headline. While Rando Kolo Muani could play a starring role wearing a mask in capital letters. I don't know why they've done that. But yeah, a huge lift for Mikel Arteta. Fitness doubts over Gyökeres. The France forward Muani suffered a jaw injury back in their 2-2 draw with Man United. He was feared to be missing up to 2 months, but he's been in training wearing a mask so he could be back. And yeah, Odegaard missed the last 7 games, but a good week for him with Norway into the World Cup, and now looks like he could well be playing on Sunday.
Yes, because Odegaard has missed the last 7 games with a knee injury. But yeah, he's coming back for the North London derby just when we need him as well. Gabriel, missing out with the injury. Calafiori as well. Kai Havertz. So there's a few little murmurings of injuries for Arsenal. I'm a big Arsenal fan. So great to see that on the back page of The Sun. The mighty Martin Odegaard back for the North London derby. Also, this other story on the back page of The Times. TNT to lose the Champions League rights. What's this?
Yeah, it's bad news for fee-paying football fans because it's another streaming service that you're going to need to sign up for if you want to watch all of the Champions League coverage next, the season after next. This is 2027. So TNT have lost full Champions League rights. Paramount Plus, the US broadcaster, are the ones who will be having them. So this now means that if you are a football fan in the UK and you want to follow all top-flight domestic and European football, it will now cost you nearly £77 a month to sign up for all those streaming services. I mean, it is a ton of money to keep up with the game. TNT will still have some coverage and share it with Amazon Prime, who'll continue to broadcast that first pick Tuesday match here in the UK.
Yeah, it's a lot of subscriptions you're going to have now. TNT, Sky, Paramount. Just also to add, the BBC has kept the Champions League highlight show that it shows on Wednesday night. Sources have told the Times. And like you say, with that Amazon pick, there's just a lot. You'll turn on the telly and be like, where do I watch this game?
No, it's a real mission, just trying to find out where each game is.
But yeah, £76 a month to access all domestic and European football games from 2027. So it's spread across lots of different broadcasters. What else? We've got time for one more. Where would you like to go?
So should we do Birmingham City's new stadium?
Let's do it. That looks great, doesn't it?
Do you think?
From this picture, yeah.
So we've now got it was launched yesterday. We've now got a CGI rendering, which never kind of show them in their true glory. Yeah. But it's these 12 big kind of brick pillars to mark Birmingham's industrial history around the stadium. I actually think the inside looks better. It sort of looks like a modern medieval shopping mall in there. The outside, I am not yet sure, but this is expected to be ready, barring delays, for the 2030 season, Birmingham having their 150th anniversary this year. It's going to be a £3 billion plus investment in the city. They're very excited about it. But yeah, it's I think it will probably divide opinions, but a huge 62,000-seater
good
stadium.
Capacity.
Yeah,
especially because, the chairman, Tom Wagner, is always talking about getting back to the Premier League. And whenever I go to Birmingham, I'm always blown away as to how quickly they're renovating and just upgrading the stadium. They've got a brilliant fan park outside. I'm actually off to Birmingham tomorrow, so I'm spending most of my life in Birmingham at the moment. So Walsall last weekend, and off to Birmingham Norwich this weekend. And every time they've done the VIP bit, everything is just done really well. But they've done it at such a fast rate, so you feel as though the stadium, they're not going to be cutting corners on the stadium either. Right, thank you so much for your time. Thank you. Right, talkSPORT Breakfast is coming up at 6 o'clock with Adrian Durham and Ray Party-Parlour this morning. Up next, you'll be hearing from the North London Derby stalwart Sol Campbell on just how big a blow Gabriel's injury is for Arsenal. It's 5:28.
not often you associate fan power with Chelsea Football Club, but one of the shining examples of it lies with a group called the Chelsea Pitch Owners. And they've proved to be the thorn in the side of owners past and present who've been dead set on moving stadiums to a larger, more lucrative piece of land. Essentially, the supporters group holds the freehold to the land on which Stamford Bridge sits. Former owner Ken Bates set it up at a time where some unruly property developers tried to evict the club from their ground. In order to prevent this, he established the CPO as a company that owned the pitch and offered the fans the chance to buy a share for £100. As well as that, they also own the rights to the name Chelsea Football Club, so if any owner wants to take them elsewhere, they can't be called Chelsea without the approval from the CPO. Now, in 2011, Roman Abramovich tried and failed to move them away from Stamford Bridge, and this has set a precedent for Todd Bowley and the current power brokers at Chelsea. They know any plan which involves moving from Stamford Bridge will require CPO approval from the now 13,000 fans who own it. There are fans who are concerned that if they stay at the bridge, they'll be left behind their domestic and European rivals who are moving to more commercially successful stadiums. But for the heritage and history lovers, Stamford Bridge is one of the iconic English stadiums, and to move away would be a grave mistake. It might not be as flashy as others, but stadiums like it have something about them that cannot be replaced. One thing's for sure, if Bowley wants to take Chelsea away from their home, he'll have to go through the CPO first.
A very good morning. Katie Shanahan here with you on Early Sports Breakfast. This Friday morning, we're building up to talkSPORT Breakfast with Adrian Durham and Ray Partipana, who will be taking over the airways at 6 o'clock. Here are some of the headlines you're waking up to this Friday morning. Chelsea drew with European giants Barcelona in a pulsating encounter at Stamford Bridge as both sides maintain their unbeaten records in the Champions League phase. Brentford winger Fabio Carvalho will miss the rest of the season. That's after suffering an ACL injury. The Bees will have to do without him for the trip to Brighton tomorrow and unfortunately beyond. And the Ashes is well and truly underway in Perth, Australia. John Norman, how are England getting on? Are we doing any better?
Well, we are actually. I mean, it's crazy how cricket has changed in this Bazball era, because when England lost their skipper Ben Stokes for just 6 runs, a 4th wicket going the way of Mitchell Starc, England 115 for 5 at that stage. Australia were all over them, but England have just continued to press fast forward. 3 fours in this Mitchell Starc over. He's now gone for 48 from his 11. Scott Boland continues to be expensive, 62 from his 10 overs, yet to bowl a maiden, and he's just had to go off the field as well. He's injured himself trying to prevent another boundary from the bat of Jamie Smith. I think he's going to be okay, but he's just walked off. Harry Brooks reached 50, and he's come in good time, as you'd expect. 1 6 and 5 fours in that. Jamie Smith hit 5 boundaries already. He's only been at the crease for 15 balls, and you can add another run to the score. So, I mean, it's just incredible cricket. England really up against it, but by the way they're going about their batting, you'd think that they had 500 on the board. Unfortunately, they don't. They've got 153 and they're 5 wickets down.
Yeah, it's not been the best of starts, but good from Harry Brook and Jamie Smith in at the crease at the moment. Good partnership they're building there. Right, John, thank you very much. We'll be back with John straight over to Perth. As soon as a wicket falls or any updates, we'll be over to him. So you won't miss a single key moment between today and the final test in in January. For more on the day's biggest stories, you can head over to talksport.com. And don't forget, of course, the talkSPORT Cricket YouTube channel and talkSPORT app is home to the legendary fast bowler Darren Gough's special new podcast, How to Win the Ashes. So you can listen to that via the app. Right, a reminder of today's text topic. Where's the coldest you've been after playing or watching sport? Now, I don't know about you, but it has been so cold this week, and I think it's really hit quite a few people all of a sudden. That's because we've had quite the cold snap here in Britain this week. Currently 1 degree Celsius outside talkSPORT Towers here in London. We've had a couple of texts here. I like this one. Good morning, Paul. He goes, hi, Katie. We played football at minus 27 on the prairie in Canada and played American football at plus 45 in Saudi. What a contrast. That was both when I was in the army. Wow, what contrast. Minus 27. That is incredible. I'm surprised the ball was even able to move. And fair play to you guys sticking out there in minus 27. Keep those texts coming in. Oh, we've just had another one here. Good morning, Katie. Cheltenham Races is always cold, but the November meeting is Baltic. That's from Lee the Milkman. Keep those coming in. We've also had another one here. Good morning, Katie. Happy Friday. Almost finished the night shift and looking forward to a chilled weekend off with my lady, and also Arsenal getting another win against Spurs. Yes, without Gabriel, we all will be fine. That's Craig in Windsor. Very good morning, Craig. So keep those texts coming in, 81089. Right, talking of the North London Derby. The North London Derby is coming up on Sunday at 4:30. Arsenal against Tottenham will meet for the 198th time.
It is one of English football's iconic fixtures.
Magical game, everybody knows.
Theo Walcott through the centre. He's going to beat the goalkeeper for a second time. Yes, he is! 5 goals they've scored after going 2-0 down.
Probably the nicest game of the season to watch and to play.
A moment of absolute magic from Harry Kane.
Drama aplenty.
This is going to be absolutely massive.
This is the North London Derby.
Trossard putting the shot in. He does.
They've been outstanding so far this season.
They can't maintain this level of impregnability.
Christian Romero. Polina!
Concerns me this weekend, Spurs' away form. Tottenham fans are already asking whether Thomas Frank is a little bit too pragmatic.
Very aware that we haven't been free-floating.
It is a feisty derby, a test of credentials.
This is something that is in our hands.
Can't wait for the North London Derby, Sunday, 4:30. I'm going to be watching that as a huge Arsenal fan. Come on. And good to see on the back page of The Sun that the mighty Martin Odegaard is going to be back. He's back available after missing the last 7 games with a knee injury. So that's really good. And I'm very pleased to say that producer Sim, who's a huge Spurs fan, has joined me in the studio. Now, we're still friends, just for the moment.
Just about, yeah.
Who needs...
If you can be in this week.
If we can be. Who needs to win this more for Spurs or Arsenal?
Well, I'll put my colours on the table straight away and say that, of course, I want Spurs to either draw the game or win the game, although we've only won this fixture once since the Emirates in the league. Only won it once since the Emirates opened in 2006, in 2010. So obviously I'd love us to get something out of the game. However, might be controversial here, but, Arsenal going for the title and Spurs, we're kind of in a bit of a transition with Thomas Frank at the moment.
You still want to get top 4 though, don't you?
Oh, we'd love to get top 4. And, we're in the Champions League. Hopefully we do well in the Cups. But I would say it's probably more important to take the 2 points off of Arsenal than to get the point or to get the 3 points for ourselves. And if we could take 3 points off Arsenal, perfect. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, for Arsenal, a huge week for them. And it has to start, you feel, this weekend on Sunday. They've got the North London Derby, which every Arsenal fan wants to win, the main fixture, you would say, of the season due to all the rivalry.
It's your cup final, isn't it?
It's our cup final. And then we've got our second derby because they face Bayern Munich in the Champions League and then they face Chelsea the next weekend. So it's a massive week for Arsenal. And you feel as though Arsenal really need to get this win in the North London Derby to set themselves in a strong position for Bayern Munich and then Chelsea, because Man City are hot on their tails, 4 points just off them in the Premier League. Yeah. And I know we've missed Gabriel, so I just hope that that's not going to, because he's played such a big part in set pieces as well.
100%, yeah.
So who's going to step up in his absence?
Definitely. I mean, yeah, that you say in terms of like his goal threat. I mean, from a defensive point of view, is there anyone really in the Tottenham team that you're too worried? I mean, we're obviously reading in the papers today that Kolo Muani, who's not been particularly impressive since joining anyway yet. Obviously, we're hoping that it will come good. Done his draw against Man United in the last game, the 2-2 draw.
But I would put to you, who are you worried about actually threatening Arsenal from a defensive point of view? You conceded 5 goals this season, and I wouldn't say we're particularly potent.
Well, I think it still will be a clean sheet for Arsenal because I think defensively Arsenal have been brilliant this season. I remember being pitchside when Tottenham beat Man City at the Etihad earlier on this season.
Strange game,
but Thomas Frank, it was a really good game management for him, and they managed to get the win against Man City. So I'll be interested to see what tactics he comes out with. Now we've got to go over to the cricket as there's been another wicket, and it's a big one. John Norman, who's gone this time?
It's Harry Brook who's gone. Not playing a big shot. He's been dismissed, trying not to play a shot at all. Short delivery from Brendan Doggett. It's his maiden test wicket. He didn't even know he'd taken a wicket. It was only because Alex Carey behind the stumps indicated he thought that as Harry Brook had essentially tried to pull out of taking on the short ball, that possibly the ball had taken a little bit of glove on the way through to the keeper. Steve Smith, the skipper, went upstairs, and Harry Brook didn't even wait for the decision. He knew that he gloved it, started walking off immediately. Australia really started to celebrate then, and boy oh boy, another big moment in this match. Brook goes for 52, and England now 161 for 6.
I mean, John, what would be a good target at the moment? Because we're 161 for 6. We're off to a shaky start, managed to, just level it a little bit. But now Harry Brook's gone. Another setback for England.
Well, it's difficult to say. I mean, look, England... there's an edge and there's a catch at second slip. Gus Atkinson now has gone. And Mitchell Starc has picked up 5 wickets in under 12 overs. 5 for 48. Gus Atkinson, no foot movement, really just chasing at a delivery, slanting across him, and he's been picked up in the slip cordon. So, 7 down now, England, only 30 overs into this innings. At the rate we're going, Australia could have a lead by stumps on day one. A good target from here. England would take 250 all day long, but Australia, wow, they are all over England, and Atkinson is the latest to fall for just 1.
Oh, thank you so much, John. Yeah, I mean, Mitchell Starc, I mean, what an amazing bowling he's had. And day one of the Ashes, not started the best for England, but Mitchell Starc, you've got to give credit to him because he has just had some brilliant bowling this morning. Now, depending on your allegiance, we're just going to return to the North London derby before we do the front pages in a second. Depending on your allegiance, Sol Campbell is either a North London derby or a villain. And he spoke exclusively to Max Rushton and Charlie Baker yesterday and had his say on that bitter Gabriel blow.
I think Gabriel has really shown his worth, not only just as a leader, but, nicking those goals and being a presence in both boxes, that's what you need, going forward as a top centre half. If you can kind of defend and then also nick a couple of goals at the other end and make the difference and, move the kind of needle for you when it comes to performances week in, week out and become like, almost he needs to be one of the first on that list, on the team sheet. That's what he's become that. He's carved it out of himself. He's with performances and the way he's kind of conducted himself. It's been incredible. He's done a really, really top job, Arteta, with him. But Gabriel has done a really. They're going to miss him for sure, that presence. But Arsenal they still have enough.
It's a front page throwdown.
Oh, what a move!
The front page is first on the early sports breakfast.
talkSPORT.
I'm glad you're dancing to this because I requested this sexy little bed. I think it's such a tune, and why not get it? The juice is flowing on a Friday morning.
It's perfect for a Friday.
It is perfect for a Friday morning. Sangeeta, you are back.
I am.
A bit of a lighter side of today's back pages. Now, I often get stopped in the street and they're like, you were talking about this. The most recent one was when we were talking about soup.
Oh.
And we were the list of the top 10 soups in the UK was one of the stories on the front page.
I wish that was in the papers today.
You know what? It went down really well. I couldn't believe tomato and basil was like number 2. Chicken and veg was number 1.
Oh, see, I'm a veggie.
Are you?
Yeah.
Tomato and basil would be fine.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Right, so what is that going to beat the super chat this morning?
Yeah,
Any
let's stick to that. No, there's some good stuff in the papers today. Let's start with the Miss Universe contest.
Okay.
So things getting ugly there. Actually, overnight, the new Miss Universe has been crowned. It is Miss Mexico, Fatima Bosch, but...
Massive congratulations to Miss Mexico.
Yes. Well, it's been a bit of a turmoil because...
Oh, no. What's she done?
She walked out in November. This obviously goes on for months and months and months and months and months. And there's lots of different bits until they finally get to the final. She walked out in November because she was berated by one of the officials. 2 other judges then also walked out and said it's a rigged contest. And now she's been crowned Miss Universe. So somehow she's come full circle and come back.
Interesting. So lots of drama with Miss Universe.
Yeah.
I mean, was she the prettiest there? I mean, I don't know the judging criteria.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's more things than just has to be pretty.
Yeah. And world peace.
And well, obviously everything is world peace.
Never more critical, to be honest.
Yeah.
So well done to her.
Well done to Miss Mexico. I don't even know what she
in any pageants. Did you take part in anything?
Did I take part in any pageant? Absolutely not. No, I would probably just laugh and just I don't know. I don't even know how that works.
No.
Like you walk on, say something about world peace, look lovely, and walk off. Yeah, and then you win.
What's your talent?
What's your talent? Probably talking, and that's
is mine. And it's a good one.
That's probably why we're here and not in a beauty
Fueled
pageant.
by plenty of soup.
Also, it sounds very catty, and I'm not very good with catty things. I just would tell people where to shove it.
But it's a great drama, and I'm pretty sure that'll turn into, a movie for one of the TV channels.
We have time for one more story.
Oh, no! Let's do this one. So, Dua Lipa's fiancé, Callum Turner, won't let her use the toilet when Chelsea are playing in case they lose. Obviously, this is superstition. Yeah. But he's pretty sure, the actor said that he's so superstitious, he takes extreme steps to ensure victories during live matches on TV, was once out at a restaurant, wouldn't let people go to the toilet when Chelsea were playing. Have you got any superstitions?
Not really. I know Mikel Arteta has a superstition, which I always find quite interesting. He always I read this. He wears the same outfit if Arsenal win. And then obviously when they went on a great winning run, and I was like, he is still wearing this. I hope he washes that.
I get it. I totally get it.
Okay, right. Thank you so much. A nice swift round of front pages. Good to have you on the show this morning. Right, coming up next, we're going to be finding out just how Sean Dyche is planning to go about getting a result at Anfield tomorrow. It's 5:49.
Hello and welcome to talkSPORT Goals and taking you through what should be another busy day of football.
Chance to win it!
We don't need to do that, guys.
I'm going to owe you an apology.
How would you get to...
A very good morning. Katie Shanahan here with you on talkSPORT with Early Sports Breakfast. Adrian Durham and Ray Partipala will be here in 7 minutes' time at 6 o'clock with talkSPORT Breakfast. And I was just going to say, day one of the cricket, England have got off to a terrible start. And I've got to go straight over to John Norman. There's been another wicket, John. Who is it this time?
It's Bryden Cast. He's not in the side for his batting, and he's just shown why. I mean, he can hold a bat. And really, with Jamie Smith at the other end, you know, a guy who's 29 from 18, who, if he bats for an hour or two, could still get England up around 250. Taking on a short ball with the size of the pitches, square of the wicket, so huge, is asking for trouble. You've really got to smash this from the middle of the bat and time it and hit it powerfully to clear the ropes. He hasn't done that. He's picked that backward point, and Marnus Labuschagne will be thinking of batting soon. He's taken the catch. A second wicket for Brendan Doggett on debut, and England are 168 for 8 before most people in the country have woken up.
Just quickly, John, I mean, in terms of England's turn when it comes to bowling, I mean, bearing in mind how well the Australians have done, how do you think they're going to fancy their chances? Because we've been so impressed with the bowlers regarding Australia this morning.
Well, it was always felt that this was going to be a shootout between two sides who you feel, on paper at least, rely on the bowlers as being the strong part of their team. England do bat deep, and they bat deeper than Australia, but England have come in with 5 right-arm fast bowlers. And so the likes of Jofra Archer, who's just walked out and faced his first ball from Brendan Doggett, and Mark Wood, who's in the side, you know, we'll just have to wait and see. The pitch is still going to be good for bowling. It's still a fresh one. But essentially what England's bowlers will not have, that the Australian bowlers have had pretty much since over number 1, is the pressure on their side. England know that they're going to have Australia 5 or 6 down by stumps. Otherwise, this game could already be beyond them. It's been chastening for England this morning. And to find themselves 8 down inside 32 overs, and this is not a minefield pitch, is as bad as they could have possibly felt in their worst nightmares last night.
Well, actually, John, we were talking about that target. You said that England would be happy with 250. We'd had a text here saying, what a disaster. England will be lucky to make 200, even 250, all without having to face Cummins and Hazelwood. Have England lost the Ashes in the first 3 hours on the first test, John?
Well, it's good to know Andy Jacobs is awake and listening to you this morning.
That's
Katie.
Rick in London, actually.
Oh, okay, that's his fake name. That's his other name.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's the point, isn't it? There's been so much build-up and expectation, so much written and spoken about in the lead-up to what we all felt was going to be a competitive series. And by the way, you know, it is we're not even at the halfway stage of day one, so let's not write England's chances off yet. We were all expecting it to be a low scoring encounter. We were all expecting bowlers to dominate, and essentially that's exactly what's happened so far, isn't it? So
the only way is up, John. The only way is up.
Well, it can't be down,
No.
surely.
Right, John, thank you so much for all of your updates on the show this morning. Here's what's coming up on breakfast. Adrian Durham and Ray Partipala will be here very shortly with talkSPORT Breakfast. Scott Minto, you've got Clive Allen, Dave Healy, Sam Vokes, plenty more guests. I've been Katie Shanahan with Early Sports Breakfast. Adrian and Ray on the way next. Have a great day and a weekend.